Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, only to discover that every scientific law had disappeared. Gravity no longer held the Earth in its orbit. Light no longer traveled at a constant speed. Atoms no longer obeyed the same rules. The stars wandered aimlessly across the heavens. The universe became completely unpredictable. Life itself would become impossible. Why? Because our universe is not governed by chaos, it is governed by laws. Remarkably precise laws. Laws so consistent that we can predict solar eclipses centuries in advance, send spacecraft billions of kilometers through space, communicate across the planet in an instant, and even peer back toward the earliest moments of the observable universe. But have you ever stopped to ask a simple question? Where did these laws come from? Why does the universe obey mathematics? Why is nature understandable? Why can the human mind comprehend a universe so unimaginably vast? For more than 5 centuries, humanity's greatest scientists have searched for these answers. Some believed their discoveries revealed the wisdom of a creator. Some believed science alone could explain reality. Others remained uncertain. Yet, despite their differences, they all stood before the same breathtaking mystery. The more they discovered, the more astonishing the universe became. Today, we begin a journey through 500 years of scientific discovery. Not to claim every scientist believed the same thing, nor to claim that science proves God, but to show that through science, humanity is actively searching and moving toward the ultimate truth. Before humanity built telescopes, before microscopes, before laboratories, the Quran invited people to observe the universe, to reflect upon creation, to look beyond what they see, and to recognize the signs woven throughout existence. Allah says, "We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves, until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. Is it not enough that your Lord is witness over all things?" Surah Fussilat, Surah 41, verse 53. For centuries, humanity has continued discovering those signs. From the movements of galaxies to the laws of physics, from the mysteries of atoms to the language of DNA. Science explores these signs. The Quran invites us to reflect upon them. With this perspective, let us begin our journey through 5 centuries of scientific discovery. The story of modern science did not begin in a laboratory. It began with a question. What if the universe is more orderly than we ever imagined? That single question transformed civilization. It challenged assumptions. It inspired observation. It gave birth to astronomy, physics, mathematics, and eventually, the scientific revolution itself. Our journey begins in the late 15th century, in a quiet corner of Europe, where one astronomer looked toward the heavens and forever changed humanity's place in the universe. His name was Nicolaus Copernicus, and with him, the modern scientific search truly began. Nicolaus Copernicus. Era 1473-1543 AD. Place, Kingdom of Poland. Specialization, astronomy, mathematics, cosmology. Copernicus dedicated his life to one of the oldest questions humanity had ever asked. How is the universe truly arranged? Why do the planets move as they do? Is the Earth really the center of everything? Or have we misunderstood the heavens for centuries? His search was not driven by rebellion. It was driven by curiosity, a desire to understand the universe as it truly is. Copernicus believed the universe reflected remarkable order and harmony established by its creator. To him, studying the heavens was not a challenge to belief in God. It was an act of appreciating the wisdom embedded within creation. The more accurately the universe could be understood, the greater became the admiration for its remarkable design. For nearly 1,500 years, most scholars accepted a model in which the Earth stood motionless at the center of the universe. Everything revolved around us. But Copernicus noticed something strange. The movements of the planets were incredibly complicated under this model. To explain what astronomers observed, they had to invent increasingly complex circles upon circles. Copernicus asked a simple question. What if we have placed the wrong object at the center? After years of mathematical calculations, he proposed a revolutionary idea. The Earth is not the center. It is a planet orbiting the Sun.
Today, this sounds ordinary. In the 16th century, it changed humanity forever. Human beings suddenly realized something extraordinary. We are not the physical center of the universe. Yet remarkably, the universe still follows understandable laws. Copernicus explained how planets move, but another question remained. Why does such an orderly universe exist in the first place? Copernicus taught humanity an important lesson. Truth is not determined by appearances. Sometimes reality is greater than what our eyes alone can see.
Johannes Kepler, era 1571-1630 AD. Place, Germany. Specialization, astronomy, mathematics, planetary motion, scientific search. If Copernicus changed humanity's position in the universe, Kepler wanted to understand the language in which the universe was written. Why do planets move the way they do? Is there hidden order behind the heavens? Can mathematics explain creation? These questions became his life's work. Understanding of God. Kepler believed the universe reflected profound mathematical beauty. He famously described his work as thinking God's thoughts after him. For Kepler, every equation, every orbit, every discovery revealed another glimpse of divine wisdom. Science was not replacing faith. It was revealing the elegance of creation. The discovery. For many years, astronomers believed planets moved in perfect circles, but the observations refused to agree. Kepler spent decades analyzing thousands of astronomical measurements. Eventually, he reached a remarkable conclusion. The planets move in ellipses, not perfect circles. This single discovery transformed astronomy. But he did not stop there. He uncovered 3 mathematical laws describing planetary motion. For the first time in history, humanity realized something astonishing. The heavens obey mathematics. The same mathematical principles worked everywhere. The movements of distant planets could be predicted with incredible precision. The universe was not chaotic. It was orderly, elegant, understandable. The remaining mystery. Kepler explained the mathematical harmony of the heavens, but another question remained. Why is mathematics so deeply woven into the fabric of reality? Why should numbers, written by the human mind, describe galaxies millions of light years away? That mystery continues to fascinate scientists even today. Reflection. Kepler showed humanity that mathematics is far more than a tool for calculation. It is one of the languages through which we discover the order of creation. A new way of seeing. With Copernicus, humanity discovered that the Earth is not the center of the universe. With Kepler, humanity discovered that the heavens move according to beautiful mathematical laws. The universe had become larger, more orderly, and far more astonishing than anyone had imagined. Yet one question remained. How could these ideas be proven beyond mathematical calculations? The answer would come from a man who turned a telescope toward the heavens and saw what no human being had ever seen before. His name was Galileo Galilei, and with him, science would enter an entirely new age. Galileo Galilei, era 1564-1642 AD. Place, Italy. Specialization, astronomy, physics, mathematics. Scientific search. Galileo dedicated his life to a revolutionary question. Can nature reveal its secrets through careful observation and experiment? Rather than relying only on inherited ideas, Galileo believed humanity must observe creation directly, measure it, test it, question it. His search was not merely for knowledge, it was for truth. Understanding of God. Galileo believed that both divine revelation and the natural world come from the same creator. He viewed the universe as a magnificent book written in the language of mathematics. To study nature honestly was, in his view, to appreciate the wisdom of its author. For Galileo, faith and scientific investigation were not enemies. Both sought truth, though by different paths. The discovery. Galileo built one of the first powerful astronomical telescopes. When he turned it toward the heavens, what he observed astonished Europe. The moon was not a perfectly smooth sphere. It had mountains and valleys. Jupiter was accompanied by 4 moons orbiting around it. Venus passed through phases, just as our moon does. Countless stars, invisible to the naked eye, filled the night sky. Each discovery challenged long-held assumptions. The universe was far more dynamic and complex than anyone had imagined. Galileo also transformed physics. He demonstrated that objects fall according to consistent natural laws. He showed that motion could be described mathematically. His careful experiments laid the foundation for what would later become modern physics. More importantly, Galileo changed the way humanity pursued knowledge. He showed that observation, measurement, and experimentation are indispensable tools in the search for truth. The remaining mystery. Galileo revealed that nature follows consistent laws, but another profound question emerged. Who established these laws so that the universe obeys them with such astonishing precision? Reflection. Galileo reminds us that careful observation does not diminish wonder. It deepens it. The more humanity looked into creation, the more extraordinary creation became. Isaac Newton. Era 1643-1727 AD. Place, England. Specialization, physics, mathematics, astronomy. Scientific search. Newton devoted his life to one of the greatest questions ever asked. Can a single set of laws explain both the earth and the heavens? Why does an apple fall to the ground? Why does the moon remain in orbit? Why do planets continue their journeys around the sun? Could one elegant explanation unite them all? Understanding of God. Newton believed that the extraordinary order of the universe reflected an intelligent and powerful creator. He wrote, "This most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being." Many people are surprised to learn that Newton spent more years studying theology and the Bible than he did studying physics. For him, scientific discovery increased his admiration for the Creator rather than diminishing it. The discovery. Newton achieved what many believed impossible. He united the heavens and the earth. His 3 laws of motion explained how objects move. His law of universal gravitation explained why they move. The force that causes an apple to fall is the same force that keeps the moon in orbit, the same force that governs the planets. For the first time in history, humanity realized that the universe operates according to universal laws. The same principles apply on Earth and across the vastness of space. Newton also developed calculus, one of the greatest mathematical tools ever created. Through it, scientists could describe motion, change, and the behavior of the physical world with extraordinary precision. The universe appeared astonishingly consistent, elegant, orderly, mathematical, understandable. The remaining mystery. Newton explained how gravity works, but he could not answer an even deeper question. Why do these universal laws exist at all? Why is the universe governed by order rather than chaos? Why is mathematics so effective in describing reality? These questions remain among the greatest mysteries in science. Reflection. Newton demonstrated that the universe is not a collection of random events. It is governed by remarkable order. The deeper scientists explored creation, the more they encountered precision, harmony, consistency, and beauty. Isaac Newton. As we conclude the first chapter of our journey, one truth stands out. Every great scientist answered a question that had puzzled humanity for centuries. Yet every answer uncovered an even deeper mystery. The search continued, not away from wonder, but toward greater wonder. In Part 2, we enter the extraordinary world of modern science. We will meet Max Planck, Albert Einstein, Werner Heisenberg, Georges Lemaitre, Stephen Hawking, Roger Penrose, Francis Collins, and others who transformed our understanding of reality. And together, we will ask a profound question. The more science discovers about the universe, what mysteries still remain? The journey has only just begun. As